Welcome back, everyone. If you thought you'd seen every incredible moment the world of K-drama stars has to offer, prepare to be stunned, because today's story is something else entirely. The legendary Lee Min-ho did something so unexpected, so deeply moving, that it left Song Hye Kyo in tears right in front of the world. How did he pull it off? What was it about this moment that shattered her composure? And why is the entire entertainment industry, along with millions of fans, still talking about it weeks later? Stick around because we're breaking down every second of that unforgettable night. The reason behind Lee Min-ho's breathtaking gesture, the raw emotion behind it, and what this could mean for their relationship moving forward. This wasn't just another celebrity moment, it was real, it was powerful, and it was beautiful. If you love emotional, jaw-dropping stories like this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next. Let's dive in. This wasn't just another headline. This was a moment that shook hearts. Picture this: Lee Min-ho, South Korea's beloved actor, known for his effortless charm and polished grace, completely shattered expectations by doing something so bold, so personal that Song Hye Kyo, usually the picture of poise, broke down in tears in front of everyone. It all went down at a charity gala in Seoul, an event meant to raise funds for children's education under the banner Lights of Hope. The usual scene played out, cameras flashing, reporters murmuring, celebrities smiling for the crowd, until Lee Min-ho took the stage. And then everything changed. Instead of talking about the charity or his latest projects, Lee Min-ho began speaking about someone who had profoundly influenced him. First, he didn't even say her name, but everyone in that room knew exactly who he meant. "There's someone here tonight who showed me what real strength looks like," he said, his voice steady but charged with emotion. "Not the kind you see on screen, but the kind you carry when no one's watching." Song Hye Kyo sat frozen in her seat, her fingers tightening around her glass. She had no idea what was coming next. Then, in a move that left the audience speechless, Lee Min-ho signaled for the orchestra to stop. The lights dimmed. A single spotlight revealed a grand piano on stage, one that had been quietly rolled in earlier, disguised as part of the event's setup. Lee Min-ho sat down and began to play. But this wasn't some famous K-drama soundtrack or a cover of a popular song. No, this was an original piece, one he'd secretly composed over 6 months, inspired entirely by Song Hye Kyo's resilience, her quiet strength through life's toughest moments. The title? To the One Who Stayed Silent. As he played, a montage played behind him, glimpses of Song Hye Kyo's early career, her quiet acts of kindness, unguarded moments caught by fans when she thought no one was looking. No glamorous edits, no tabloid drama. Just raw, unfiltered glimpses of a woman who'd given so much of herself to the world while asking for nothing in return. And that's when Song Hye Kyo lost it. Tears streamed down her face as Lee Min-ho played on, never once turning to her, never seeking applause. This wasn't a performance. This was a reckoning. A public acknowledgement of her strength in a way no one had ever dared to do before. When the final note faded, the room was dead silent. No applause. No movement. Not out of awkwardness, out of respect. It was the kind of quiet that only comes when something undeniably true has been laid bare. Then, with trembling hands, Song Hye Kyo stood, walked to the stage, and hugged Lee Min-ho in front of everyone. No script. No act. Just two people, stripped down to pure emotion. As she whispered something in his ear, words the microphones didn't catch, he nodded, fighting back his own tears. "No one has ever done that for me," she later told the crowd. "Not in my career. Not in my life." Within minutes, the internet exploded. Fan-recorded clips went viral across every platform. The hashtag Lee Min-ho for Hye Kyo trended worldwide. Comments flooded in. "I didn't expect to cry tonight. This is love in its purest form, respect. What just happened?" But here's the thing, neither Lee Min-ho nor Song Hye Kyo said a word to the press afterward. No interviews. No statements. Just that one fleeting moment etched into history. Of course, the rumors started flying. Was this a love confession? Had they been secretly close all along? Insiders pointed out that the two had grown closer over the past year, supporting each other through personal struggles, grueling schedules, even exchanging late-night texts, allegedly. But here's the truth. Lee Min-ho's gesture wasn't about romance. It was about recognition. About standing in front of the world and saying, "I see you." No man had ever done that for her, not as a co-star, not as a lover, but as someone who truly understood her. As fans dissected the moment, new details emerged. The sheet music was covered in Lee Min-ho's handwritten notes. The song's final chord was tuned to the musical phrase, "You were there." And according to one of Song Hye Kyo's close friends, she cried backstage for hours after the event, not from sadness, but from the overwhelming relief of being seen after so many years in the spotlight yet feeling invisible. The world couldn't stop talking about it. News outlets called it the most emotionally powerful moment in Korean entertainment history. V Korea featured Song Hye Kyo in a rare, unposed cover story titled Unveiled. Even Hollywood stars like Zendaya and Keira Knightley reportedly reached out in private admiration. Behind the scenes, sources revealed that Lee Min-ho had spent months quietly researching, talking to her old co-stars, her charity partners, even her childhood piano teacher, just to craft a tribute worthy of her. Not for fame. Not for her approval. Simply because he believed she deserved it. And yet, neither of them has said a word since. In an industry where celebrities are pressured to explain every move, their silence speaks volumes. This wasn't a PR stunt. Not a relationship announcement. It was art. It was humanity. It was real. Of course, theories keep swirling. Some say they've been secretly dating. Others insist this was Lee Min-ho finally expressing feelings he's held for years. But those closest to them say it's simpler than that. Sometimes two people share a bond that doesn't need a label. As one producer put it, love isn't always about romance. Sometimes it's just about seeing someone, truly seeing them and letting them know. And maybe that's why this moment hits so hard. In a world of scripts and staged moments, fans witnessed something rare. Real emotion, real connection, real heart. Not a scene from a drama, just life, raw and unfiltered. If you were as moved by this story as we were, let us know in the comments, what do you think this moment meant? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another story that'll give you chills. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.